our last equation, solving absolute value. So when we're solving an absolute value equation, we use the following property. The absolute value of x equals c is equivalent to x equals c or x equals negative c. In other words, whether I take the absolute value of something positive or I take the absolute value of something negative, I always get something positive, right? Absolute value is just a distance. So if we're solving for what's inside the absolute value bars, and we are, then we have to set it equal to the positive and to the negative, because the absolute value is going to make it positive no matter what. So what's inside could be positive or negative. So we'll always have two solutions when we're solving absolute value equations. All right, let's look at the first one. Or actually, I think I just have one. So we want to solve the equation. Actually, I'll do two, because these are really quick. Solve the equation, the absolute value of 2x minus 5 equals 3. So we have to set 2x minus 5 equal to 3 and 2x minus 5 equal to negative 3. And now we just solve a very simple equation. So we'll add 5 to both sides. So we have 2x equals 8, divide by 2, and x is 4. Over here, add 5 to both sides. 2x equals, so negative 3 plus 5 is 2. Divide by 2, and x is 1. You don't need to check these. You don't get false solutions, right? The only error you'd make is if you made an addition or subtraction error. So let's look at one other absolute value problem. And let's make it 3x. Now, I'm just making it, it might not be pretty, but that's okay. 3x plus 7 minus 2 equals 13 divided by 5. There we go. All right. 5 times the absolute value of 3x plus 7 minus 2 equals 13. And I'll have you put this in your notes. Now, we're still going to set it equal to positive and negative, but not before we isolate the absolute value. So if you've got other stuff with your absolute value, isolate the absolute value first, then split into two equations. Otherwise, your answer is going to be wrong. It's not, because 5 is positive, and the 2 is definitely negative. What could be positive or negative is what's inside the absolute value bars. So we'll add 2 to both sides, order of operations there. So 5 times the absolute value of 3x plus 7 equals 15. Divide both sides by 5. So we have 3x plus 7 equals 3. Excuse me, absolute value of 3x plus 7 equals 3. And now we'll split it into two equations. So we have 3x plus 7 equals 3, and 3x plus 7 equals negative 3. And so we'll subtract 7 from both sides, so that would be 3x equals negative 4, right? 3 minus 7 would be 4. And then we'll divide both sides by 3, so x is negative 4/3. And then here we'll subtract 3 from both sides, so 7 from both sides, excuse me. So 3x is equal to negative 10, divide by 3, and x is negative 10/3. So you'll always get two solutions unless it's equal to 0. Then you'll only get one solution because you won't have a positive and a negative. But otherwise, you'll always get two solutions when you're solving absolute value. If anything's with the absolute value equation, don't forget to isolate that first. All right? Thanks for watching, and bye for now.